Hello.
Hello.
So, obviously there's been many an incarnation of this wonderful story. I mean, how would you describe this version of Snow White?
I would say that it is true to all of the things that you associate with Snow White when you just hear the name. I think her characteristics are pretty basic. She's a good person, and she's very compassionate, and she's got this connection to the earth and to animals, and we've got all of that. It's just that we put her in a situation where it's really difficult to maintain those qualities. We test her. We kind of. She lives in a very dangerous world, and I think that that's not what we're used to necessarily about Snow White.
Yeah. I mean, the original tale was quite dark anyway, wasn't it, really?
Very, yeah, extremely. I mean, it's about a stepmother wanting to kill her 7-year-old daughter. It's insane.
So, yes, it's not that far. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious, I guess, what would attract you, but what were the main things that made you really want to get involved with this project?
Well, I mean, Rupert made the way the director got the job is sort of like this 5-minute short version of the movie, with other actors and all of the different worlds that live within this one world. It's sort of like our land is in a state of complete disarray, and the darkness of it is really wretched and disgusting, and I think it makes the light aspects so beautiful. Like, I think when they finally get into the Enchanted Forest, it is so stunning. And so initially when I saw that, I was like, wow, if we can do a long version of that, it's gonna be amazing. And then if we can actually find characters within the archetypes of a fairy tale, make them human, and make sure that Snow White felt, like a real girl and not somebody who was just endowed with like superhuman selflessness, because that's hard to, you're not going to feel bad for anyone like that. It's like they're not human. And so all of those things I was really excited to get into.
Yeah. It's nice to have a young female character where it's not all about, it's about inside and not just about outer beauty, isn't it? It's nice for girls to be able to.
Yeah, and it's really rare to play a female character that does actually like completely lack vanity, because that doesn't exist. I mean, no one can claim that. You always want to look good, of course. It's like, but she's never even seen herself. She's just like doesn't even know what she looks like. It's interesting.
Yeah, really interesting. So let's talk about your fellow cast members. However you want. Let's start with, I guess, the amazing Charlize. You must have had fun.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a nutbag. I think she's really like, my favorite people in the world are the ones where you're just like, wow, you're crazy. I love you. Like, I was really intimidated by the idea of this all. I was like, oh God, Charlize, she's not only like, I mean, obviously it wasn't her beauty that was intimidating. Obviously she's stunning. She's a great actress. She's like always made bold choices. She's like, she's got it all, literally. But then when you meet her, it's like, instead of feeling kind of, I don't know, it's so not off-putting, and her energy is so in your face as well. It's just kind of motivating. It kind of makes you want to go like, I want to push back. Do you know what I mean? And I love people like that. I love people that kind of like get in there and challenge you.
Like the goats.
Like those goats, yeah.
And then let's talk about the lovely Chris, who's lovely, isn't he? You must have been, you had quite a lot of scenes with him.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's like, it was such a good balance on set as well, because we are quite different personalities, and like even our approach to working is different. Like the feeling that we have before we go into something. Like Chris is, he's very at ease. He knows himself so well, and I always need to use like anxiety to like build myself up to something, and he, it was nice to. I think that also kind of informed the relationship in the movies. Like the huntsman has this ease. Do you know what I mean? And I love that about him. He has it in real life too.
You said you punched him in the face.
I didn't mean to, and he is like being such a baby about it. He's telling everyone.
I know. And then let's also talk about your lovely Sam Claflin. Talk a bit about him. He's very sweet, isn't he? Gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh my God, Sam is like. I'm so happy that he was the one who ended up being our prince. He's like. I mean, he's obviously the first thing that you have to say about Sam is that it's so funny to watch him in certain situations like this, because he's just the most normal guy ever, and at the same time, like. Trained seriously, like skilled, really impressive actor. Like, you know, on set, it was not to say that I didn't think that he was going to be good. It's just that he really was impressive, and he's also like the loveliest guy, like, ever. And so I think he's going to be all right.
Like a good match.